So we're out here at IndyGP, and my friend Jamie is going to show up. He's bringing his FPV trailer, his whole system for running a race. It's contained in that machine right there. That gaudy, crazy looking IndyGP trailer.
Somebody summons a drone chapter organizer. We're here.
But yeah, he's a crazy guy. He goes way over the top. Works at a graphics company, so he wrapped it. We've got our IndyGP logo, a drone, a Slam Nasty with a comically large lens on it. There's even gates. It's way too much, but that's why we love him. Would you like to give us a tour, Mr. Jamie?
Yeah. I figured it's about time to show the rest of the world that haven't seen it, I guess. So this started out as an old rusted out Pepsi trailer. How long did it take me to get it to this stage? Probably 2 months, I think. Like to paint and restore all the rust and everything, and then I wrapped it, and then it's been taking about another 2 to 3 months just to outfit the whole thing inside, and you'll see what we're talking about. So we'll give you the grand tour after we open it all up, but as you can see, when it's all closed up, everything has its own place. Everything's in its own spot with bungees. Nothing falls out. I can travel as far as I can go to a drone race and open up the doors when we're ready to rock and roll. Here's how the doors open. We'll show you this side over here. But I built all these levers, so you just pull it, and then they open up. And you come out here. We got these little safety latches so the wind can't let them go. We got shelving. New addition is the Wi-Fi extender here. We'll run all this cable. I just added that last night, so we can hook up to any building's Wi-Fi, and it's kind of a bridge between the trailer, and it just extends the Wi-Fi capabilities. We have one monitor here that is directly hooked to my live time, so I can export heat sheets, and then we also have a touchscreen standalone computer, so pilots can come up and it goes straight to live FPV, and they can scroll through their results of where they're at, and it's updated live. We have a pegboard here for our layouts. Working for a graphics company, I got the ability to at night piddle around with graphics, and I come up with these layups for the guys to see, and then we just post this here right behind the heat sheet so they can look at the layouts.
This is tomorrow's race. I haven't seen this yet, so I'm studying hard already.
This is tomorrow's layout. I don't let these guys get practice ahead of time, contrary to what everybody thinks. So let's finish opening up the trailer real quick. You want me to open it? Take a video of me opening it?
Very good.
Behind this door, door number 2, we have a 65-inch flat screen TV that is actually broadcasting what we're doing with OBS. All of our scenes, our transitions, all the pilot feeds, and we do have that broadcasting out here in 4K. So it's a beautiful image. On this side, Paul, you haven't seen this yet. This is my new addition as of 2 days ago. So the last thing to put in the trailer was actually receivers. And I went ahead and bought some cheaper receivers, not the Diversity, more expensive ones. I bought some cheaper ones, but what I ended up doing was I built a boom for the trailer to make it easy and efficient, just like the whole theme of the trailer. So you haven't seen this yet, you'll be very impressed. This shelf folds down. So this is the new addition to the trailer. I TIG welded up and fabricated. By the way, I did all these doors and fabricated everything myself. I know how to weld, paint, everything. So I made this boom right here. It's all wire loomed in, perfect power. All the RCA cables go through here. I built it custom. This is just where it stores in the door.
There's 6 up there?
There's 6 up here. And I'm running, this is just the antenna setup for this weekend. I'm going to go ahead and get different antennas, stuff like that, but we're just going to, it's just for OBS, it's not for pilot feeds.
Well, yeah, and we don't have much distance to cover here.
So this is how this works. I'm pretty proud of this. So you pull one pin, you pull this out, down here it's in a pin, pull this away, and you go like this, and you put it right here on the outside of the trailer and put the pin back in it. And now you have a 10-foot boom.
Stand right next to it.
With all your receivers on. So now all I do, I don't know how much we're chopping this video up, but now all I do is I'll take my, right in here, I have a Ethernet port. I'll hook an Ethernet cable and I'll run it out to the start finish gate and put our, that's power over Ethernet as well, so it actually will power up our 8-way. And then I take the speaker setup, which I'll show you right here. I have a speaker on a tripod that I will set out. Speaker plugs into the back. All the cables are cut to length and tied together. Right inside the trailer, we just take this plug and we plug in the power. And then I have a XLR cable that just plugs in, and now we have complete audio and everything runs. I'm sure Paul will give you the tour of the inside when we power it up. Everything runs through a laptop that hooks up, one plug hooks up the laptop, which does all the live time, and that's all this computer runs is live time and the internet for live time. And then this is the keyboard for this one. I have a mixer, and then we have a keyboard and a monitor for broadcasting. Now the broadcasting one will run OBS and all the webcams. We also have a mic that's, you can actually talk from outside the trailer, or you can talk from inside the trailer. All of my stuff I've built with hooks and everything in place. The bungees stay, so you never lose the bungee cords. They stay right with the trailer. Canopies all come out, tables all come out. All these bungees stay right with the trailer. I always bring tables for all my guys. I spoil them. I bring the tables for them.
We're very spoiled.
I like to get to the track and just be able to open the doors, run a few cords out. The hardest, most tedious part of running a chapter is setting everything up and turning everything down. This was also kind of a hobby of mine, building the trailer. But now when I come race, I can work on my drones on this bench. I have soldering stations, charging stations, everything set up, ready to go. This side is just for running the races, and it's kind of like my own little home in here. Took a lot. Sorry, out of breath. Fat old guy. So the lighting, I put all lighting in here, so it's all, I put circuit boxes in here. All the lights are held in so they don't bounce out. All of the brackets for the monitors are all custom made. It's kind of all the wiring management behind the monitors, everything's zip tied, and it's all custom brackets that are made to travel so you don't shake to death, because it's an old trailer with stiff suspension. I didn't want everything rattling and shaking to death, and everything's got its own place, and you just get to the track, open it, and go. I wish every chapter guy could have one of these. I know it's a big investment and it's a lot of time, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. I traded the trailer in its rusted out state. I used to shoot competition pistols, and I traded one of my Italian guns for the trailer, and it was about a $1,500 gun, so about $1,500 for the trailer and everything. And then I probably got another, in restoring it, probably another $1,500 in it, so about $3,000. And then all the electronics and computers and all the stuff. One of our good guys, pilots Pizzy, he donated some of the computer bases for the broadcasting, because it's a pretty big computer system. So overall, I'd say I got about $5,000-6,000 in it with everything. But if I gutted it and I just sold the trailer, I could get $8,000 to $9,000 out of the trailer restored now for concessions. Concession people will buy these for $8,000 to $9,000, no problem. So it's a good investment. When I get done doing drone hobbies, if nobody in the industry wants to buy this from me, I'll just gut it and sell it. I don't think you've seen yet, but the dedicated behind you here, the dedicated computer that's actually screwed to the wall of the trailer now. Working for a vinyl wrap shop, my mice and my keyboards are even wrapped to color coordinate with the monitors. Now, one really cool extra goodie that I'm sure you could probably show a clip of the drop gate. But we have one more thing. The last thing that gets hooked up is the drop gate for NDGP. We have a drop gate that is kind of unique to the industry. Was hoping that would kind of catch on too. But I have extension cords here. This orange one here is hardwired into the trailer. You just run it out, and once the trailer is all powered up, you run it out to the drop gate, plug the drop gate in, and then on the sound of the tone, we have a built-in foot pedal. On the sound of the tone, or not, actually it's not the sound of the tone anymore, it's eyes on gate in less than 5. And when you hit that, the gate drops. It's pretty unique to our club, and it's getting to be known for what we're known for, is our gates and our trailers and drop gates, and I think it's pretty cool. I like the hobby for me is about this. It's about the friendships, and it's about building cool things for the chapter and coming up with unique ways and solutions that no other chapter has thought about yet. Or I'm kind of privileged that I have the access to wrap trailers and print our own gates and things like that. So awesome that Paul's taking the time to let you guys into our world. Maybe you guys can come to a drone race, maybe you can come to one of our chapter races.
So he just ran that cord all the way down to the wall. And now one plug and done?
One plug and done.
All the lights are on, the computers are coming on, screens are coming on. Can't tell if the receivers are on, but I assume those are on. Now compare all this to my setup right there. Fucking slumming it, man.
Alright, why don't we go through the scenes? So for our scenes, we have the major webcam for the trailer. This is called trailer cam. And then we have, I didn't even show it, but we have pit cam, which is this one right here.
Oh, yeah.
So this faces out to the pits, and we can actually show what's in the not really the pits, but the flight line. And then we have another scene that is trailer cam, flight line cam. And we have another scene, and the transitions, if you'll notice, they're nice, cool transitions. So this is like when the pilots are actually staging, you can preview the 6-up, and you can talk about who's in the flight, who's in the heat. And then you can also do a split screen 6-up, this even, so if you want a bigger video and same size. And then you can go straight to the 6-up now, because we're getting ready to start the race. And then this will be the 6-up view. Yeah, so this is IC surveillance software. It's like a DVR. It'll actually record and everything, but it's built into the computer. It's a card that he puts in the computer that has a bunch of RCAs coming out of the back of the card, and you kind of bypass having a whole DVR box this way. We're going to trial it this weekend, see how great it works. I've done it around my house. I've done 2 or 3 up at a time. It seems to be amazing. We'll find out in the real world what it's going to be like. So here you have a split screen where you have your 6-up, and it's the same size as the 6-up, your main cam that you can be talking and interviewing. And if you notice, when I have these 2 scenes here, I position the webcam so when I'm actually watching this race myself, it looks like I'm looking over here. So I even got as OCD as making it look like I'm looking over on the screen, the Brady Bunch thing. So then we can go to Spotlight Cam, which is, I've got channel R1, R2, R3, and if you notice player 2, player 3, oh, somebody's got a little bit of static on that one. The minute it goes in and out, it'll go to game over. And then we have a live chat cam for the pits, which is that camera over there. And then we have a live chat for the trailer cam. So you can be chatting with your people at home watching on the internet. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think we got about 10 or 15 different scenes that I've created now. So what I do is when I'm watching a race, even though this is a big TV, I like to go to 6-up, and then I right click and I make this full screen on this TV here. So now I have, over here I have live time going. So I can have the live time going and I'm watching the race as an organizer right here on my main screen. Whatever we are sending to YouTube and broadcasting, we actually stream as well all the time to the back TV, the 65-inch 4K TV for the pits. So at a normal race, this last race we went to, the Mid-America Throwdown, we had a tit behind the trailer and probably 50 or 60 people camped out watching the races on the back of the trailer there. All of our stuff is labeled on the mixer, so I can turn up and down live time and the announcer voice. I can turn up and down my microphone. I can actually turn up and down, since I'm streaming iTunes music from this computer, I can turn up and down the music independently from everything. I have the main volume and then the headphones. I used to have headphones, but now I actually route everything through a speaker in the trailer so I can hear what's going on. So audio levels of everything can be independently adjusted from every computer, every microphone, and live time. Everything's independently on its own mixer like it should be, rather than clicking on the mouse on the screen and all the levels on the screens. Everything can be done right here super quick.
Okay, so with the video of the trailer done, I wanted to give you guys a quick chance to take a peek at like a piece of the live stream that we actually make through all of the technical stuff that you just saw about like what the trailer can do. This is just a quick race from one of our Indie GP races lately, a battle between me, Big Nasty, and Jaws. I hope you enjoy just checking out what the finished, polished product looks like once it already goes live.
All right, we have good video on all the pilots. Let me get off this screen real quick. All right, pilots, arm your quads. Going on the drop of the gate in less than 5. Nurk, Big Nasty, and Jaws all separated within 0.6 of a second. Left, right, left, right, left, right into the corkscrew gate, dive gate, corkscrew gate, hurdle, split S back around the hobby wing flag to your start and finish. That's a 19.8. consistent laps being put down by Nurk right now.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
He's getting close to pushing for that 7-lap run. I don't think it can be done, but you were within a few seconds of a 7-lapper, Nurk. Game over. Insert coins to continue.
All right, I hope you enjoyed checking out the trailer. I just wanted to shout out that we have our Indy GP Pumpkin Dash race on October 26th, I believe. It's all going to be on MultiGP, and we're going to have links available so you can click and find out everything you want to know about that race. It's always our biggest race of the year. It's going to be really fun. Thank you so much to Jammer for giving us a tour of his masterpiece. I mean, he has worked so hard on this trailer, and we're so privileged to have him and all of what he does as part of our chapter. So I hope that you guys can at least go down in the comments and just give him some praise and thank him for all of the work that he's done. And if you want to come check out the trailer sometime, once again, come to an Indy GP race. All of the links down there in the description. Thanks so much for watching this video, for getting a chance to check out this awesome work that Jammer has done, and stay flying.